But you seem happy regardless.
I sure am. Good lamps you got on you to take notice. Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
I just remembered the thing where Helen was like, the parasite or something like that. So, here, hold on.
Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you!
Oh.
Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
That's not normal behavior. How long have you been like this?
Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine.
Okay, so we really can't do anything about this. Wow.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm just gonna go through the dialogue as normal, I guess. Well, I guess it's nice, question mark, to know.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
Well, hi. How's it going? How are you guys?
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who is this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this lass. I think it's mightily more likely that she's under your payroll. You'd have burned down what you haven't already.
Just here to investigate a murder. Go about your business.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late. Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway.
Overseeing
and I'm in charge of these
Orchardist.
orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
Who are you?
I'm the Overseeing Orchardist of the Purpleberry Orchards. My job is to make sure we hit our production quotas.
Sounds like the kind of job where you're mostly supervising.
You better believe it is. Unfortunately, I also have to fight a constant battle with unproductivity. We sure as hell ain't winning that right now. We're way behind, and with Rizzo Spectrum Brown set to unveil soon, we can't afford to be this way for long. Hell, it'd look grim for my job even if Slug weren't trying to knock me off my perch.
I got a feeling you don't enjoy your job very much.
Where'd you get that idea? Don't I look happy? Being here is an unemployment sentence. I can't blame anyone else for any screw-ups because I'm in charge. And there's loads of direct scrutiny from the administrator. Those void-damned lab coats and R&D knew that. It was why they sent me here. I think they knew the orchards were going to start having problems too.
So what is it you do here,
Bastards.
Overseeing Orchardist?
Supervise, make sure produce gets where it needs to go, cry every couple days. I report directly to Administrator Ludovico, which is more than a little stressful.
Alright, other questions?
Okay then.
I've already mentioned sabotage.
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's were short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
What sort of sabotage has there been?
Oh, you know, nothing particularly troublesome. Just rogue exterminator mechanicals, opening fire on anything that twitches within 300 yards of them. We've also got a large group of new saplings, all dead from some kind of toxic substance. Poison, I'd guess. And who could forget the tower processing console, which probably just shorted out and stopped working on its own. even though it's outfitted with 3 separate backup systems?
There are a suite of explanations for what could have happened, most pointing to Rizzo's worker incompetence. My people didn't sabotage anything.
Mention an increase in worker accidents.
It's the strangest thing. Like everyone forgot their 10-minute workplace safety seminars. That's twice as long as the next leading brand. Our people should be safety experts. But I've seen folks step on open electrical wires, drop pallets on each other. One damn fool even blundered into a wasp-keto hive.
Wasp-ketos. I don't want to have to deal with wasp-ketos. I can figure out what's really going on.
Thank the law. Some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
Ooh.
I'm sorry you had to come in on such a brusque conversation. Not everyone appreciates the work Slug does on Eridanos.
Especially not folk that Slug is trying to extort.
Alright, it seems I need to say it yet again. We're not stomping upon your purple berries or knocking your workers off the planetoid. All we want is for you to pay your dues.
And I want you to stop setting our exterminator mechanicals loose and breaking our machinery.
This is how the conversation has gone for the last hour and a half. As you can see, it hasn't been terribly productive.
Who are you?
You're welcome to. I don't have any secrets.
Do you do anything other than make sure Slug business partners pay on time?
Certainly. When I'm not out on a job, they usually stick me in the Slug mess hall. I may be a service collector, but that doesn't mean I can't make a damn fine tripicale pie. Okay. What can Slug do for you?
Seems to be a problem with the overseeing orchardist.
Well, he's being difficult, as you've no doubt seen. All I'm here to do is enforce an agreed-upon business relationship. But our friend here is disinclined to settle.
Don't tell me to settle. Why don't you settle?
Yes, I'll be sure to do that. I know what you must be thinking, but no, I'm not here to atomize his kneecaps. I just want Slug to get what we're owed.
Are you sure you sounded like a bit of an extortionist?
Do I? Didn't realize that expecting my company to be paid for its work was extortion. You should try telling that to the board. Regardless, Slug's protection service has ensured that Rizzo's has had 0 problems with its shipments at the docks. And all for a reasonable price. We haven't been hostile when their payments came up short either. In fact, Rizzo's is more of a danger to the orchards than us, considering all the workplace injuries.
Any truth to the accusations of sabotage?
If I hear that question one more time, I swear. Look, we just want to get paid. Hampering our clients' productivity is not a good way to get paid. In fact, it's bad business.
Is this an official arrangement with Rizzo's?
Much as we love giving the bureaucrats 29% of our profits, technically not. Official contracts have some rather obscene fees and documentation. Instead, our company's opted for a non-official manager's agreement. I'm just here to make certain our friend over there pays on time.
Talk about something else.
I think we've spoken enough about that imbecile.
And have you seen Halcyon Helen?
Nope. Sorry, but this is the first I've visited this area in over a month. Shame about Helen. Liked her movies.
They were a much-needed diversion from the inadequacies of life in Halcyon.
Celebs
he has a lot
Helen
to say about
always
this
seem
stuff.
to elicit strong binary opinions in people. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay, did you see Helen?
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
Still looking.
At the moment, I can't do a whole lot with this vulture hanging over my shoulder. So I suppose you may as well take your time.
Really now? I consider myself
I was actually just
more
going to
of a
ask him
watch
about Helen,
painter,
but I think
here to make sure you don't
maybe
try
I
to
missed
run
my
off
opportunity to
without
do
paying
so.
us.
There's something else you need to know?
Any leads on the nursery?
Got a lot of dead saplings that'll cost us a lot of bits. I got a feeling someone poisoned him somehow.
What happened to the Exterminator Automech Depot?
The mechanicals were hacked. They're pretty much running amok. If you could keep from destroying too many, I'd be obliged. Would save us a lot. That said, you might want to be careful. Those things are built to take on waspitos, and waspitos are generally tougher to kill than people. Just
I don't want to deal with waspitos. Something in particular to look at in the processing control
room. The tower
room.
processing console is completely fried. Whoever took it out must have used some kind of explosive.
Alright, well, I guess I'll be off then. Right. Okay.
Did you know a third of Halcyonites are allergic to trees? Most spend their whole lives in ships or in their town's walls.
That's actually kind of sad. I've known people who are allergic to lots of different plants, and it makes them sad because they actually do want to be outside with, like, plants, but they're allergic to most of them. Just like plants in general, I know someone who, like, if they touch a plant, they're just like, nope. Effusive host? Huh. No, he doesn't have anything to say about that. Okay. Drunk Ravager. It's drunk. Drunk Lobber. Okay. Do we just, like, leave them be since they're drunk? Okay. Oh, the map's really fuzzy. Doesn't want to load. Okay, here we go. It's not a huge bit of land, but I do want to, like, make my way around here. Right. We have this to do here. So let's do this. Oh. Time to go.
Nice hit! Everyone all right?
Okay. So those mechanicals weren't really doing much to get rid of these guys. The primals. Caution. Oh, so they're pollinizers. Interesting. And you just literally do that. You don't do anything else. Okay. I'm used to having a robot that is a cleaner but is also actually useful. Let's see. What?
I just want to be your friend! Let's turn that frown upside down! I just wanted to make you smile!
Okay, these guys. I'm halfway in between laughing at them and like being horrified by them. The idea of this thing just making them so freaking happy and like also murderous at the same time is interesting. It's funny, but also terrifying. So, there's people out here who are just frenzied. And there must be some sort of like worm thing living out here that's doing this. And I don't like what it is. Are you something of interest? Not really. Ah, so we were coming across the auto mechanicals first. I see.
Careful, you're hurt!
Now, man.
That does it. Time for a drink?
Oh, well okay. That was pretty simple to do, just kill them all. Okay, so these are the dead saplings. Sorry, dude.
We go!
Down they go.
To make you smile!
Don't you frown at me.
I can't hear you laughing! Get out!
Whoa, that body went to the sky. I'm not really sure where my allies went to.
At least we know all the wasp-mosquitoes are out there. I think.
I think they're in these little canisters here. I think these are the hives. I would prefer it if we don't actually encounter wasp mosquitoes, but at the same time I'm actually kind of fascinated to see what they look like, although I probably will be horrified. They might end up being like cazadores from New Vegas. The hive. This is sealed.
Take your best shot, asshole.
It's a parasite. So that's what they get to be when they get bigger. I see. Rupturing host. Ugh.
Please visit the Purpleberry Nut Hut to purchase an audio tour today.
Oh, right. That's right. We had to do that. And I didn't do that. Well, this place is sealed.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Or it's inside this building. I don't have access to this building, so I can't get in there. That sucks. I wonder if I do need to buy that, like, tour thing.
I have your backpack.
Nice one!
What? Oh. I can't see anything because the computer has decided that it's not doing it. There we go.
It was a nice warm-up.
Well. So let's see. I have a fast travel point here, so I should be able to head back somewhere to get my stuff fixed up, because I kinda need to do that because my weapon is having some issues. Okay. Let's go ahead and just start, you know, dealing with these guys. Well, I would like to have the ability to look at their heads.
Down they go! Keep this up and I won't have any new battle scars.
Now what about you?
Here we go!
Okay. So the saplings, that's right here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide, on purpleberry saplings is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
Deeper chemical analysis.
Chemical makeup of substance. 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
Where are these canisters usually kept?
These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the purpleberry orchards. Except for this one, which can be found here.
Ah! Okay. Interesting. That's the console.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Examine the footprint depth and spacing. The spacing between each footstep is short and the imprint is deep, as if determined. It would appear that Helen was in a hurry. So Helen was here before she was killed.
Have you found something, Captain?
Helen was in a hurry. She thought she was being followed.
That's quite the amazing device.
Next to a sublight thug. Which might be important.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh. Shaft of the tossball stick is bent and cracked, exceeding tossball regulation requirements. The end tossball stick is matted with...
Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Huh. Examine end of stick. Looks as if someone used a tossball stick to completely obliterate a picnic blank basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper-class mating ritual.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
That's how breakups go some of the time. Or all of the time, for some of us.
RDD Labs Security Access Card. Keycard for Rizzo's Research and Development District Labs. Reading this warning, anyone anywhere other than the RRDD Labs, please return to the labs for only moderate extreme pay deduction and a mild reduction of working fingers. We have an access card now. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm gonna give you a gift. I don't.
I don't like any of that.
Feels good. Feels fine. Get it up! Get it up!
Well done. We're still alive.
So, that was weird. Technically that was stealing. I just didn't realize it until I was already stealing it. Okay. I also noticed a bunch of people just sort of disintegrated into nothing over here. They just like exploded into stuff, and they're smiling and they're laughing, and now they got all this stuff all over them. That's a problem. That's definitely a problem. Okay. Hi. Are you okay?
You don't know how grateful I am to the morale improvement program. Changed my life.
Morale improvement program. Ah, yes, he has a thing in him too. Okay. That's lovely. How about you? Yep, he's got one too. Oops. I can't reach that thing. Haha! Are those Halcyon Helen and Typhon Tim I spy? Crouching in the dark like terrified sprats? A fine job you two did on my ship. Most of my crew was torn to bits by the rampaging beast. I found you to pay you back. With interest! I say we shall defer that payment, shouted Typhon Tim. And his hand flew his holstered automag. Ere his fingers even touched the weapon's grip, he was struck 15 times in the face by a hail of bullets from Mercer's weapons, at which point he promptly expired. Helen, cool as usual in the face of death, hefted her bottle of nearly 100% meal grub-free purple berry liquor and hurled it towards the villain. Her aim was true as ever, and the projectile struck Mercer in the forehead, knocking him out so soundly he could not even utter a curse. Fine aim, ma'am, said a woman close by. Once the other patrons' cheers subsided. Though I must say I'm sorry for your friend. As was I, at first, but then I witnessed what lay in the wake of the bullets. Look! As she gestured at what was left of Typhon's dim head, something small and black began to wriggle amongst the gore. Ooh. Okay.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
Thank you.
What could that have been?
Make him regret it.
I need you to stop. I need you to stop.
Everyone all right? What kind of insanity is waiting inside the lab for us, I wonder? We've not had the best of luck when exploring laboratories.
No. No, it's usually pretty bad. Pretty much every time we explore a laboratory, it ends up badly. Oh, and I have too much junk on me. Oops. Well, I have a fast travel location, so I can just deal with that.